I chose to document this journey because living with chronic GERD symptoms has been life-altering in the most negative way imaginable. And my hope is that eventually somebody could see this or watch this and be motivated and have hope that they can get the relief and freedom that I will get. I was sick of taking Zantac all the time because I would take it multiple times a day. I went to a primary care doctor when I was 23 or 24, and he just told me to start taking omeprazole. And so I was on omeprazole 10 to 20 milligrams every single day up until the beginning of this year. Omeprazole, Prilosec, is only FDA approved for 8 weeks. That's it. And the doctor was, I'm sorry, it's just FDA approved for 8 weeks. I was on it for 5.5 years. And no one ever, the doctor, my primary doctor did say one time, long-term goal, we should look at getting off this because it has something to do with amnesia later in life or Alzheimer's later in life. And I was like, okay, but it wasn't a priority. It's this fake blanket kind of thing, here, just take this and you can eat whatever you want. But it's the reflux is still happening. These medications are just suppressing all the acid so you don't feel it, It got so bad that I eventually went to urgent care that time, and they put me on 10 milligrams of Pepsid at night. That was the urgent care doctor. He said, try that and then get an endoscopy. So I went to get an endoscopy. The guy who did the endoscopy, that whole thing, he said there was nothing wrong with me. Yeah, he said take 20 milligrams of Prilosec in the morning and take 20 milligrams of Pepsid at night. And I was like, okay, but I'm over, this is what I'm telling you is happening to me, And I listed off all the symptoms I just wheezing, coughing, sore throat, burning in the throat, hoarse voice, chest pain, dry mouth, acid taste in my mouth. Can't sleep anymore because I wake up every hour with GERD and reflux symptoms. I listed off all that to him, plus he had the views of the endoscopy that he did, and he told me to take 20 milligrams of Prilosec and 20 milligrams of Pepsid. So I sought out another option because I was still having chronic symptoms on medication. Any remedy or whatever for this thing, you name it, I've tried it, 100%. I've tried it, I've exhausted all other options. And so my dad suggested that I go see Dr. Chang at UC Irvine, and then I had a Zoom consultation with Dr. Chang, which was awesome. He made me feel very cared about. And he looked at my endoscopy from the previous doctor and could see that I had a hiatal hernia and that I had a relaxed or open lower esophageal valve, I think is what he said. So then he scheduled for me to get some tests and stuff done. And they're gonna put a chip inside my esophagus that's connected wirelessly to a remote that I'm gonna have to monitor the levels of the acid, and every time I reflux, click a button and all this stuff. Definitely that it's pretty much incisionless. I think because I have a hiatal hernia, they're gonna have to do a tiny little incision to fix that, which is fine. But I mean, the incision, it's 5 millimeters. It's so small, And just, yeah, the outcome of the procedure, yeah, just that it seems very minor. Man, that's a good question. I would imagine my future self feeling free, not even relieved, because relief is just temporary. That's what medication does, is relief. Freedom is forever, So that's what I imagine, just freedom forever. and be able to exercise like I want, and be able to, you know, if people are going out to dinner, I want to be able to, like, if everyone wants to order like buffalo wings for an appetizer, I get to be like, yeah, that's cool, instead of like, no, I'm good. I imagine my life without the overwhelming stress, fear, and anxiety every waking moment of the day thinking about acid reflux. If that can happen, that's what I imagine, yeah. Freedom, I guess, is the way to put it. I love chile relleno, which is like a giant green pepper stuffed with cheese, and like deep fried with like an egg batter. And so I like to have that inside of a burrito with like beans and rice, and then topped with like chipotle sauce or like red or green sauce, and then like jalapenos on the side. My mouth's like watering as I'm talking about that. Yeah, I haven't ate one of those for a really long time because that would kill me. I'd be down for like 3 days if I ate that. Oh, she's so excited. She's like, we can have pizza together that's not pesto sauce, you know? It's like we can have just a regular pizza together. Or we can make pasta that's got, you know, and meat too. Like I don't eat red meat because red meat gives me heartburn and it triggers the symptoms. So like, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, she's totally stoked. We can enjoy coffee together without me being like, dang, this is gonna like kill me, you know? Yeah, totally. She's totally excited.